Well, I always say anytime anyone asks me about you, I'm like Nick. Yeah, he is full of surprises. But I'll tell you one thing: he's not a saint.
You know, and I also not am a genius.
Well, yeah, you're clueless. Don't put that in. What if I just spit in this cup? I was just like water.
Fucking smack. What the fuck? I'm gonna can't do it. I gotta get better at keeping a straight face when I'm doing
Yeah, what the
shit like
fuck are you
that.
doing? Huh?
Okay. See,
What?
I
What are you
get it.
doing? What?
You're so good at it. I think because you probably grew up with brothers, you're better at doing that shit. That's fine.
Well, no, I grew up around serious people, so
You had to hide your true
yeah,
emotions.
exactly. That's why I act. That's why I'm a delinquent and I break and do things.
Yeah, you know. Well, that's.
That's what Catholic thing does to you when growing up with Mexicans.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even raised Catholic, but I got the Irish Catholic blood in me, so I just constantly keep my emotions and thoughts hidden deep inside, burning away at me internally, and I'll continue to do that until I die of stress. And
You sound like my dad.
that's just the Irish way of life, bro. The Irish and Mexicans. I like to say Mexicans are the Irish of the Americas.
You know what? I can see that.
Yep, and I hope you can too. Welcome
Hello.
to episode 44, the Vibin
Yes.
podcast. If this were a TV channel,
44.
if this was a TV channel in our home area here, it would be.
Well, 45 is Food Network,
Yeah,
right?
I think 44 is HGTV, which is like the home
Oh,
renovation.
we're on that.
Hey man,
I'm
fucking
sorry. Bleep that out. Bleep that out.
don't knock $1 million listings, okay? Because this motherfucker, this tattooed dude, they took him off HGTV because he's gay and he's covered in tattoos. They didn't want that image there, so he's on another network now. But they're still
Well, I
playing
just
his
don't want
old
them there in
reruns.
general.
Who does? But you find these people, these fucking $1 million homes for cheap, not even $1 million, way under budget. They can do all the renovations they want on the seaside properties and in the fucking Hamptons and in the Florida Keys and wherever these stupid rich white people want to go.
Well, you're definitely right about them being stupid, rich, and white. There's
But they're
nothing.
not people.
No, definitely not
Yeah.
people.
If you could live anywhere in the U.S., where would it be? Any state or any place, anywhere in the U.S.
Could I visit it first and then decide?
Well, just right now. Ideally, what do you imagine? Where do you think you would want to live? Just right now, where do you think you? What seems ideal to you? Knowing nothing, and imagine if you went there, it's exactly how you're picturing it now. Where would you want to go?
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what. Still, I think definitely would still be California because I'm obviously from California, born and raised.
Yeah, Raiders or California. I was gonna say
Yeah.
Raiders. I'm like, wait, they're not. Because
No, they're doing better now. Go
yeah,
Raiders.
and I was also thinking of Steelers because
No, that's the San Francisco, right?
that's California.
Yeah.
So there we go. I was trying to think of a California team.
Wait, is Steelers San Francisco?
I don't know. They might be fucking one of those Midwest pieces of
I
shit.
don't
Where would you go in
know.
California? A lot of room. It's a big state.
It's a very big state.
You can get closer to, you can get more white as you get close to Canada or more Mexican as you get close to where we are.
No, definitely. Like I like being where we are. I just want to be in a
Alright.
place the weather's not too bad. So honestly,
Well,
probably,
that's not where we are.
No.
That's not here. Definitely not.
no. Well, the weather's not bad here, but I don't want to be too far from here since I have like a lot of friends and stuff.
Oh, then fucking right up here. Up to fucking.
I was thinking. What was it?
Just a little
Pretty
foot
tones down.
Foot fetish for you.
I was Ukaipa.
That's
or
what I'm saying. Up there, it's
Or Beaumont, I think.
way cool. It's 20 degrees cooler right now.
Yeah.
It's always 20 degrees cooler there. So yeah, that's probably.
It's not
a pretty
bad,
good
and it's
idea.
not far. It's just
Yeah.
30 minutes down the
Big
road.
Bear. Fuck.
Ja-
It'd be nice living Big Bear.
Oh, that would be pretty cold in the winter, though.
I love cold.
Well, I do too, but Joshua Tree would be cool. It's where all the
Joshua Tree could
hippies
be
hang
sick.
out.
Yeah, if you had a nice little property or if there's like a nice gated community or some shit, like a nice settlement there,
It might be expensive though, but
Oh, yeah,
definitely it's
fucking
just
100%.
not too far from where we are because I like it.
Yeah, it's not
Because
too
I
bad
said
here.
friends, family. If I want to go out,
Mhm.
it's close by. It's close to other things too, like Riverside or like closer to that LA area too. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
But there's something to going somewhere completely new and just starting over. Like I've seriously I've thought about it like once or twice, and not for any more than like 5 minutes at a time, just daydreaming about it. But there is something to that. There's like an appeal to it, like going like I would never do this, but like going to Chicago because that's a big city, and I fucking
Yeah.
hate big cities. But just going there, just knowing no one, nothing, just researching ahead a place to live there, probably, and
Right.
like probably a job prospect lined up, at least an interview or some shit. But like just going, just starting fucking over. There's something about that. It triggers the adventurous nature in me, which I probably would never want to do that.
No, I mean I kind of want to understand the idea of what you're saying. I really like that idea, and I think I brought it up before, but if I was gonna do that, it'd be Maine.
I back to the original question. Where would I want to live anywhere in the U.S.? Probably up there, Maine, Vermont, Connecticut. Nice and cool, beautiful weather, beautiful people for the most part. You know that you got to get used to the accent a little bit. But hey, Stephen King's from there, so I'll fit right in.
It'd be all right.
Yeah.
I think it just the scenery and the beauty. I see a lot of pictures of Maine. It gets really cold, but I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
it's
definitely
fine.
close to
Just
fucking
I have a
Canada.
lot of sweaters that I don't get to wear anyways
Exactly.
because I live in a desert. This shit is drier than my back.
Oh yeah, scaly,
Yeah, about to
terrible.
peel off.
I got to rub a vino on it every night. It's not pretty.
No, it just sucks because every time you do, like, it stains the bed, and then I wake up
Yeah.
and a little still cut up because I'm bleeding a little bit because it's just really scaly.
Yeah,
So that's why
no.
I've been thinking of using some cocoa butter, you know.
Yeah.
But you don't want to buy it. You're too cheap. You don't want to.
Either way, I'm gonna have to use my nails to dig.
Either way.
Either way, mate. I'm gonna have to use my nails to dig in under that cracked skin and peel it back, which it leaves my nails very dirty and gross, and I gotta go wash my hands after that. So think about me also. But I got to do that. Either way, you're getting that raw red fucking dermal skin. It's not going to heal properly no matter what fucking ointment you put on it. So might as well just slather that bitch in a vino.
No, it will heal up because cocoa butter is really good for the skin. It gets in deep into the tissue, and this Aveeno, fucking who Jennifer Aniston. That bitch don't know what she's talking about when it comes to lotion. She don't know jack shit. And you don't know jack shit either. Talking about fucking digging it in and getting under your nails. Fuck you. It's my back. You don't have to deal with it. You're just trying to be nice. And here you are demoralizing me about my scaly alligator skin. And I don't like it.
Your body's made of tissues?
No, my body's a wonderland.
Shut up! Get out of here. You're mayor of nothing. You're a big old John. I got a lot of people in my family named John, so I don't know about that. But
my middle name's John.
Shut the fuck up.
It is.
No, I wasn't saying that as you're lying. I was just saying it as literally.
Yeah, hey man.
I don't know why that'd be funny in that moment. Oh boy, this is great. This is a great start. That's not sarcasm. That's a little great start. I love that. Oh man. Let's get into some
Hot.
some
It's
topics.
a little warm in here.
Yeah, I put that fan on. It's on one.
Yeah, behind a blanket so none of the air goes
No, it's
through.
pointing. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to fall. That's the reason why.
It won't fall. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now I can hear it. No wonder why I'm dying.
Sorry for assuming that the. Yeah, see? Yeah. How about that? It fell over like I thought it would.
We'll just put it on the table where it was, or scoot the table closer.
Yeah, but then it'll hit like here and it won't reach as much. We'll see.
Put it on the floor. Oh, yeah. Well. Oh, yeah. That's all right.
That's all right. That's all right, I guess. All right. That's a little something.
Oh, yeah. I feel that now.
All right. A little Monica in my life, a little bit of Susan
You
in my.
feel it?
However the fuck the song goes. Definitely 100%.
Yeah, that feels a lot better. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
looked at you over here. We started, it's going good, and as we were talking, I'm like, man, he's getting like really, really greasy. I'm just like, I'm feeling kind of high.
That's just my natural state. But yeah, note to self: don't put things behind fans so as to not allow the air circulation. I just assume in my dumb brain the fan is spinning, so it's pushing out air.
The air will breathe through the blanket. and
Turns
that way-
out that's not how it works.
clueless.
Boy, oh boy, clip
Yeah, it's
that.
like that's the-
my
right.
dumbass.
Yeah, save that clip. That's funny.
Oh,
Forever,
boy.
we have a dumbass moment compilation. Trust me,
Boy,
I've had,
so our channel. That's just every single video.
basically, I'm an
the
airhead.
entirety of the Dante's, the first 2 or 3 episodes of the Dante's. I think 2. I think in episode 2 I turned the difficulty to normal because I was like, "Fuck this! This is bullshit." That I still think about that health. That's ridiculous damage. That was,
That was
so
pretty funny.
dumb, man. That is a great series.
that was pretty funny.
Oh,
that was
man.
terrible series. I hated
And
it.
it came at the worst time because we did it instead of Kingdom Hearts because we couldn't get my fucking PS4 to work because the HDCP is automatically turned on, which fuck if I know what that does besides make recording impossible.
Well, you know what HCP stands for, right? Highway California Pizza.
No, it's HDCP, so it stands for High Definition Cuck Porn.
Where can I get that?
It comes pre-installed on your PS4, just like Uno on the Xbox.
Yeah?
Xbox gets Uno, PS4 gets cuck porn.
Is it in the about section, or do I have to go to system, or where is it?
Yeah, you gotta go under system. You gotta go to other devices because it's high definition cuck porn. It's gonna definitely be an entirely different device. But this is what the government doesn't want you to know.
Wait, other devices, but it's
Yeah.
just one device.
No, it's a USB that's installed in your PS4 because it can just have that fucking on the system hardware. People will find that they'll go fucking nuts. But if it's an entirely different piece of hardware, that the PS4 accesses, and people, when they look in the code, they think it's just going to another fucking system file to access the PS4. It's actually going into the memory of this little fucking hardware plugin that contains all the high definition cuck pornography. And you can reach that at the link below in the description of this video. Click it now. It's only gonna be active for 30 minutes after this video goes live. Click it now. You even might win a gift card for $100 for Amazon.com/clueless / dot space 79.
You forgot hyphen. This isn't real.
No, just shut the fuck up. Shut.
Nick, we're too poor to have
Links.
Yeah.
Sponsorships, recognition
Yeah.
of any kind.
That was a gamer joke.
Oh boy. I was gonna
say something.
Fuck is my phone? I was gonna. It's right here. Here it is. That's why I got off topic, because I didn't have my fucking autism
Your
device
telefono.
here. I was gonna get into the first topic I thought of, which was when we were
cheese.
Yes, when we were on the way to hey guy in a red truck on our way to Riverside, because I was playing Professor Layton in the back seat, being a little cute little boy playing my fucking nerd games.
Yeah.
And I got to a puzzle. It was a main story puzzle, and it was like figure out where you're going from this ticket. And it's like it was like so there was like a ticket, and it's like, oh, where are you going? And it had like numbers and shit, like a fucking serial barcode, right?
Right.
And one of the hints said, or the description hint said, check your game booklet to see a reprint of this ticket. So if you went, so that brought me back to the idea. You remember when games had booklets? When like you open the case and there was the disc and the little booklet inside, the instruction booklet. You know, a lot of those booklets would have good information. In some games, like with puzzle games, it would have shit in it. Like for instance, this Professor Layton game. I don't think I have any of the fucking cases for any of my DS games, but apparently when I got this one, there was a booklet with it, and it had a reprint of this fucking ticket in there, and you had to actually go into the booklet, physically fold it,
and find where it was
to see the answer, which you would then put into the game.
Oh, that's creative. Well, but it was more interactive then, because you noticed that, like when it was with like NES games, like it was a big box. You know, the cartridge was in there. And
I think they had a booklet as well, probably.
Yeah, it was big, and then over time they got slimmer. But you noticed there was more books and stuff inside there. You know, like especially in DS games, if you open a Pokemon one, you have the booklet, promotional codes, other things, another little booklet.
And even other games, it's just like instructions, like how to play the game, basic controls and shit.
And I would never look at them because I'd be like, game.
Exactly. But a lot of times you just wouldn't know there was cool shit in there. And some games, like I think in Metal Gear Solid, I think those games had to have had shit in the booklet. Like this one, Professor Layton. There's a lot of shit in the booklet that you have to look through there to find shit within the game. You know, and I think it's super interesting when game companies do that when they could, because now fucking you get a fucking game case. It's just the game in there anymore. There's no more fucking booklets anymore, and it sucks.
Because people just collect the case and then it's to play the game. So why would there be
exactly.
books? You know, and if anything, if you downloaded anything, it'll be on the game already. You know, you just download it through Wi-Fi.
And games come with instructions within the game, or we've gotten to a point in video games where people just kind of know how they work and they can figure out or just kind of know what controls are, and it's a lot easier because they don't have to print a bunch of fucking for every single copy of a game a booklet to go with it that's 30 pages, a lot of ink printing. That's a lot of money, you know. So from an economic standpoint and a world standpoint, it makes sense. So we're not cutting out a bunch of fucking trees to make these laminated pages.
Yeah,
but it'd be cool if there were.
Or even then, if like you would open the case and there was like stuff inside the case itself, like writings, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because in the Switch games and the Switch boxes, there's art on the outside and there's also art on the inside, right?
Yeah, like that's interesting.
Yeah, I think the Dark Souls remastered Switch box. It's the night. Cool. It's a knight at a bonfire on the front, and the inside it's Black Knight. So you can definitely put shit in there, you know. But it's not the same as a fucking booklet. It's like scrolling through. But like you said, when we were kids, we wouldn't have done that. But now, if I had those, I would fucking. I might do that one day. Go through my fucking. If I start playing one of the old games I have on GameCube or PS2 or some shit, I'll look through the booklet, see what shit there is. I'll do it for 5 minutes because it's gonna be dumb bullshit. But then there might be something cool in there, you know.
Maybe, but I think that's just the cycle that it's always going to be, you know. If we didn't do it, now we regret it. Probably guys from the 80s and stuff, when they were kids, they would probably just open and rip the case up and play the game. They're probably like, fuck, I regret it. You know, I really regret it, you know. I think it's just that cycle. So there's going to be kids now who look at these things that we have, and then they're probably not going to take care of it. You know, like 3-year-olds probably going to throw a case around, whatever. And then when they're older, they're like, oh, dude, I really love that game.
They're going to throw away the cases because now you have carrying cases that have all the fucking thing. Like I said, I don't have any cases for my DS games. I might somewhere. I don't fucking know. But I have this little box thing that's like it has pages to slide them in.
Mm-hmm. I used to love getting like covers for my DS games, like the little plastic one. Snap it, like, oh,
makes you feel cool
because it's safe, you know.
You
just put it in your pocket, you know,
and then you lose it.
No, some of my brother's friends stole my games as kids and stuff, and I fucking hated
Pieces of shit, yeah.
My Assassin's Creed 3. I know my fucking brother's fucking friend Angel, you fucker, took it. I know you did. Juan, fucking doesn't give me, never gave me back Budokai for
You
my
call him up one day,
PS2.
be like, "Hey, mother,"
I,
call him up, be like,
he just
"Hey,
laughs.
fucker."
He just laughs.
Be like, "No, I'm serious. I want it. I'm coming to get it. What's your address? I'll come get it right
No, I know
now."
where he lives. Like I
Yeah,
said, I think he
show
lives there.
show up to his house one day, be like, "Hey, I'm here for Budokai Tenkaichi 3."
No, 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 no. It's whatever. And then
But how bad do you want
oh, pretty bad. But and then
it?
someone,
There
I
you
think
go.
it was one of my brother's friends, I don't remember, stole my copy of Soul Silver.
Ah, that's a fucking real fucking piece of shit.
And that was my favorite cop, man. That's my favorite game.
Because it's fucking fantastic.
I had put in I was really mad because I put in before he even took it. There was a while where I stopped playing it, but I had like 300 some hours in this game because I did literally everything. I
Mm-hmm.
would put my Pokemon in the Poke Walker thing to go to
Yep.
school, get the counters up, be like, all right, go home, connected. It's just I did everything, and then when I stopped playing for, like, maybe a few months because I'd done a lot, obviously, and then I forgot about it, one of other stuff, and then when I'm living, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna play Soul Silver, I'm gonna boot that up again." Look at my because as a kid, we would never have certain spots for 'em or cases where we put in. This is the problem. We would just my mom, since we were always running around the house, we had a glass jar on the table where they were just in there. She's like, "Alright, guys, we'll put the games here so that, guys, if you look for it, it'll be there." We're like, "Oh, cool." So then, I opened it up and not there. I was very upset.
And you know what he did with that copy of Soul Silver?
Delete everything.
Deleted, press press down B, select, permanently deleted all of it. And then played it for 3 hours max. Probably doesn't touch it
But
anymore.
it's okay. You know why? Because I was really fortunate when I got off of Sapphire. I was really into that, so I built up everything that I had lost back from that copy, and I got even more. Because if I
Exactly.
hadn't lost that, then I don't know, maybe I never would have gotten the Pokemon that I still
The
have now on my
shiny
team.
Gardevoir.
Yes, she's blue. I like blue, and she's powerful,
So it's a fucking Gardevoir. Of course it is.
dude. It's great. I
But
wanted to
Galate
bring that.
supremacy all the way, of
I wanted
course.
to bring that up too. Actually, a few days ago, I think
How
last
hot Gardevoir is?
yeah,
Same.
yeah, well, low
Yeah.
punny, don't get me started.
Oh,
But no, yeah, pull her hair back, slap her tail. No, but
give her a reason to have that bitch face she has in her fucking little Pokemon
exactly.
Sprite.
Oh Christ! But no, it's yeah, she does kind of yeah, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But so Pokemon Home finally opened up the ability to switch in your fucking Pokemon into the newest one, Violet and Scarlet.
Oh, nice, just nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, so it
Switch
finally
between.
opened
Cool.
up, yeah. And then because the DLC is coming out soon for the Pokemon games,
Yeah.
because there's two big ones coming out for it, and I think it was summer and then winter of this year. So the
Oh,
first
it's
one's
just
coming out
shortly.
very soon.
Few
Yeah, I'm
months, maybe.
excited for it.
Nice,
And
nice,
then
nice.
so I wasn't obviously every game there's they have a on the Pokedex what Pokemon are in here and everything. So you can't get all your Pokemon from the other games into the newest one because they try to keep
Yeah.
it even because there's so many now.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't able to move some, but the two that I was able to move was one Gardevoir because obviously Gardevoir is everywhere. It's
Exactly.
too
Gardevoir's
popular.
too
One,
OP, too powerful.
yeah.
People are always going to use
So I'm always gonna
Gardevoir.
have it. So I'm always and I've loved that because
Mhm.
I love that. And then I was actually really happy about this Pokemon that I was able to put in here because the other ones like I couldn't take Salamence, my shiny Salamence.
What?
I
Fuck.
couldn't
That's
take my
bullshit.
Blaziken. I couldn't take my
What? No
Blaziken.
start. They have to do starters. They have to do every single starter. There's only
Hey, man,
fucking
it's
3 per
okay.
fucking gen. They can do starters.
But
Those pieces of
it's
shit.
okay. This because like I said,
It's not
because
okay.
I would always have problems because I would always use them. But there was a Pokemon that
Don't.
I couldn't. No, well, here's the thing. Well, but it's just and when it came to Sword and Shield, there's a Pokemon that I had lost that I couldn't move in there from Ultra Sun into Sword and Shield, and that was my Ash Greninja.
Oh, because it was a special edition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now I was able to move him in here and get the water type that I've been looking for on my team. So I was
Fuck
just like,
yeah.
oh, so I brought those two over, the Gardevoir and then my Ash Greninja. Now he doesn't change into Ash's hat thing anymore after he defeats an opponent. He just gains like a stat boost. So
Yeah.
they said there was a description when you're transferring over. The ability for this Pokemon has been changed. Because he would still get a stat boost in Ultra Sun and Moon, but he would change and because in
Like change form,
yeah, it
kind
looked
of.
like Ash because it's like the
Yeah.
spirit bond thing,
Oh, and his ashes is like darker, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting. It was really cool. And I missed using it because I used them a lot. And then so I was really happy that I was able to bring him back now. And so on my team, I kind of like this team. I have Gardevoir, I have Ash Greninja, and he's a water dark type, so that's
Sick.
pretty good
Yep.
pairing.
Yep.
I have Heracross,
Fuck yeah.
which is pretty good.
Fantastic.
I have Skeledirge, which is the new fire starter from the game.
Oh yeah, the
He's a
crocodile.
ghost fire
Yeah, yeah,
type,
yeah.
which is pretty
Interesting typing.
interesting.
Yeah, Chandelure basically, but physical. I'd imagine he's more physical
Yeah, more
based.
physical
Yeah,
based,
yeah, yeah.
but
Fire
he's
Fang
pretty
and
quick.
fucking.
He's beefy attack.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking crocodile alligator. Whatever the fuck, they're pretty quick, pretty strong.
I got one of the newer Pokemon that they put in the place. I can't remember what his name was, Area Zero, but he looks like a blue flower.
Mm,
He's a new one. He's a new one. He was connected to the game, so it's cool. I
yeah.
wanted one because the champion had one,
Oh, all right,
and it's good
sick.
ability. It's a rock poison type, and every
Ooh,
time it gets hit, it shoots out toxic spikes and
rock
everything.
poison.
It's interesting. I thought it was different.
Quad weak to ground, but yeah.
And then I have my last one is the legendary from the game. He's
Oh,
a
nice.
dragon electric type, the one you get to ride
Oh
around
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's really cool. He's
It's
really
legendary.
cool.
Of course, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a really good team. I like it. I haven't had I thought in Pokemon Pearl, like, I was building up like probably like one of the better teams I've actually had in a while because I thought been thinking about it more. Well, mainly because it helps me move Gardevoir over, but
Yeah,
that's besides the point. I try to use Pokemon too that I've never used before as well, so I can kind of keep it fresh for me in my mind. But
yeah.
I always got to have those ones,
You got to have the hard hitters.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then yeah, it's nice. It's fun. Love Pokemon. I'm excited for the DLC when it comes out. I'm gonna pre-order it hopefully when I get paid. So that's cool.
Nice. I wonder if anyone's taken like the event like surfing Pikachu or the balloon flying Pikachu from like Pokemon Yellow. I think that's when those were
No,
released. Or
yeah, I
something.
think they
Yeah.
have the Flying Pikachu as a special
Yeah,
Pokemon
but I wonder
now.
if people probably have taken those from when they played it
Oh
as
yeah,
Yellow and brought it forward continuously throughout the years with the Pokemon Home, or traded up. And I wonder if it's compatible now or
probably I would
how those
imagine
are.
because from the old Game Boy games, you could trade them between themselves, and then you could trade it between the Gen 2 ones. And then when it came to Gen 3, you had to get like an adapter thing for it, so then you
Hmm.
could trade it between back and forth. And then from the Game Boy to the DS, you had to go to a certain spot and
And have an original DS to have both in there.
yeah, yeah,
First of
yeah. You
all,
had to have the DS, and then with the Game Boy and the DS, you had to get a special kind of connection
yeah, it was like
for
Pal Park, and you'd go and you
yeah.
catch what was in your
And then you move that into there, and then for the DS, it was just all fine because you could trade back and forth
Then to
until
Pokemon Home.
yeah, and then Pokemon Home for the newer stuff, the Gen 6, that's what really helped it. And now it's no, Pokemon Bank was the one
Oh
for the DS, and then Pokemon Home is the new
yeah,
one.
that's right. Pokemon
Yeah, yeah,
Bank.
yeah. Pokebank, and then Pokemon Home is the new one. It's cool.
Yeah, like you said. Well, you said the Salamence couldn't move between
It's
games,
in
so
my bank.
yeah. So I guess yeah, you can move it forward into the home
Yeah,
now.
so
Yeah,
in the Pokemon Home, yeah, you get one PC box of 30 Pokemon, and then you upload them there, and then from the application you can pick the box, and then you pick a game of where you want to organize the boxes between. So then when that opens up, you can switch the Pokemon from your bank on home into the PC bank in the game.
nerd ass shit.
It's great. I love it, dude.
Well, speaking of Pokemon, Pokemon also has a popular trading card game franchise
I love
for
it.
the Pokemon trading card game.
I got a solid water deck.
Oh fuck yeah! But a lot of people don't just play it; they just collect the cards, and they
Right.
want them, and a lot of people sell them because they have the fucking artificial rarity to them, right? And that's one of the things I wrote down. Kind of want to talk about. Just the idea of artificial rarity or value with certain things. Because
Mm.
like if you think about it, in this most recent pack that came out, I watched Max Mofo Pokemon. He did one recently where he did like the most recent like Japanese pack, and he opened it. He said the most valuable card in there was of one of the girl trainers. She has like the big yellow coat, like the oversized yellow coat. She's like a gym leader or some shit, right? And she uses that weird that frog, I think Pokemon that's like got the smile on it that everyone was like, oh, this. She's got like a big yellow coat. She's a big yellow oversized
Big
coat.
yellow coat.
Yeah, she's got like a big yellow coat. God damn it.
Well, what type is she?
I fuck if I know.
Oh,
Electric maybe?
does she have like long black ponytails?
Yeah, they're like
Is she a blue
pink
eyes?
or
Oh, so then
yeah.
that's the model. That's Elisa, I think.
Let me look up fucking
I'm pretty sure. Look up Elisa. I'm pretty sure that's her then.
Scarlet Elisa. Fuck shit. How do you spell her name?
Elise. I think so.
Oh, Elise. Okay. Well,
Oh, I
uh
don't know how to say it.
I don't know, but she's got a big fucking yellow coat, and it's a big fucking yellow coat, and it's
Mm.
oversized. I don't know how you play the game. And there's this character, it's a big oversized yellow coat. Anyway, she's the most valuable card in the set, and it's crazy that like It's like going for $1,000 like fucking Australian. It's crazy how it's only valuable because people are searching it out. If no one wanted it, it wouldn't be valuable. It'd just be another fucking rare card in the deck. However rare, it would go for $3 or $5 because it's a rare or whatever. But just because people want it, because there's fucking stupid horny assholes looking for the female cards, that's most of the reason why.
Yeah.
But just because so many people want it, that creates the artificial value for it. Like it's similar to like diamonds in a way. Like diamonds have no practical purpose. You don't use. I mean, you people do
Well,
use.
that's
Well, you use
yeah.
diamonds for like drill bits. That's a
Right.
practical use. But in that sense, diamonds are kind of like nails. There's no practical purpose for diamonds other than like that type of like hard like machinery work, right? But they're so expensive because it's shiny, pretty, and there's artificial value to it because people just want to have it because it looks nice. It's that same type of mentality, this
Mm.
artificial rarity and artificial value that's imprinted onto things.
Well, people always want things that are nice or either like have a name brand thing to them. That's why if you look like that stupid Mario tube shoe that they made,
Oh yeah, that big
people are
fucking red
buying it like
boot.
crazy because it's just
Yeah,
Mario. But it look
is
like
it? I didn't even know it was connected to Mario. I thought it was just a
yeah, it's
promotion people
Mario's
were doing.
boots.
Oh,
But it's
but
like Mario looking like it's like Mario boots and stuff.
but like the big red ones.
Yeah, it's
What the fuck? It's like it looks like a pipe, right?
yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
what? That's right. The Mario. What? I didn't even know that. I thought it was just a weird look for a boot.
Or maybe that's what people. Well, I mean, either way, the only reason people are buying because of like if nobody cared what it looked like, nobody would fucking. The only reason I've heard about it was through memes and other
Yeah,
fucking
it's
things.
high
Yeah,
fashion. Which
exactly.
is also another whole other thing. Where women models walking around in like this out dress makes them look like a toilet or something, and it's like, oh yes, the Paris fashion show. It's like, what the fuck are any of you doing? What is any of this? Go read a book to your child. You're looking at these fucking women walking down a runway looking, she's like hair. It's like, oh, it flips out. Fucking do anything.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just because we're not so adversed in the fashion world. It's huge. I mean, I would imagine for some things, but it's
Yeah,
more maybe like an upscale thing, obviously.
but like the thing that confuses me about like high end fashion like that is like what reason for it? There's no reason for it besides to show it off because no one's wearing that. No one's buying it. If someone's buying it, they're buying it to show it off and put it in a fucking like glass tube to be like, oh, look at this weird fucking outfit. And they're selling 10 max, 10, 15, 20 of them max because they're $10,000 worth of fucks. It's a ridiculous fucking thing to make. I just don't understand the mentality behind it. It's like, it's just all spectacle, but it's such a high end, expensive spectacle. So much money goes into it for nothing really, other than people just be like, oh, look at it.
We're just not high end, Nick. We're not in the know.
Exactly. Because you could say you could make the same argument I'm making against movies, but at least movies have some inherent value because there's a
Or
story.
video games or
Exactly.
anything like
But
that.
or art. But ideally, in those senses, when they're good, they have an inherent value. Like there's a story, or it's moving, or there's something to be told there. You learn something from it, or feel something, or makes you feel whatever. This high end fashion is just, oh, look at that. She's all covered in hair. Oh, it looks like a trash bag, and then does this. Oh, okay, cool. And then ask them in fucking 3 hours, they'll remember two of them. It's like, oh, that one and that one. Then they see like 20 or 30. They're not gonna remember all fucking those.
No. Well, I mean, unless they're taking pictures or like recording
Exactly.
it,
But
but
even then, those aren't fucking memories they're making. It's just a spectacle. It's just a rich person's spectacle.
yeah, but I mean, it's just a form of entertainment, I think, because it's like
Yeah.
exciting, it's like fast paced, flashy, colorful things, people who look like, pretty and beautiful and stuff like that, different types of people, different things. It's just I don't know. I don't like it either. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit, but I mean, it's just something that people are into. It's like cockfights.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
It's an interesting comparison. But yeah, I think it's just like you said, it's just entertainment. It's like
What's the difference
it's
between a
like
cockfight and a fashion show?
well, some in the fashion shows sometimes the cocks are tucked. Yeah, yeah,
You should put a
yeah, definitely. But yeah, those high end fashion shows, it's just like wrestling. It's all spectacle.
it's just
Nothing of real substance. Even wrestling has substance. There's a story there and a plot, but again, it's all spectacle, fancy
it's
hoo-dahs.
fun for people,
Yeah, I guess, yeah,
It's like microwave burritos. I don't like them, but some people do.
I do.
Yeah, exactly. If you like the silicone and stuff they put in there.
Delicious. Give it all to me.
Yeah, because the first thing I want to think about when I take a bite into a burrito is think this could be somebody's tip.
Here's what you do. They come in individual wrap bags, right? You open the end of a bag, put it on a plate, you put it in there for 40 seconds, right?
Okay.
Take it out, open it up, flip it over, empty it out, put a piece of cheese on it for another 40 seconds. Serve and enjoy. Serve and enjoy.
Nasty. All that nasty.
No, it's delicious.
No, I get it. I'm really into frozen chicken nuggets because it's protein, but chicken nuggets is chicken nugget. But
I love shitty food because I'm a shitty piece of shit.
that's the only thing I really buy excess of, like frozen food, is chicken nuggets.
Yeah, because
I mean ice cream, but that's
Yeah, because with the we'll just call it chicken for now.
That's why I'm fat.
Exactly, because the breading on there is not great, but it is chicken. Chicken's a lean meat.
Yeah, but I mean,
but if you eat too much of it,
no,
much of the oil
every
and
now
breading,
and then, every now and then. I haven't had it in a while, but sometimes it's good to have 20 nuggets.
Do you eat a lot of fish? You see some fish?
I buy salmon when it's on sale.
Nice.
Big piece of salmon. I like I buy beef and stuff like that
Shrimp
too. But
and any shellfish.
yeah, here and
shrimp, or
there, I like to make a
fucking
nice gumbo.
crab.
Very rarely, but if I go
Yeah,
out
crab's
to
kind
like
of expensive.
somewhere, yeah, crab's good. I like crab. Ooh, crab's real good.
Yeah.
What is good is sushi. We kind of wanted that for a while.
Oh fuck,
Sushi's
yeah, dude.
good.
Just go to fucking Ralph's, right? You get the fucking.
I want to go in.
Nah, but
place.
even those are fucking. Those are pretty
those
good.
aren't bad. Don't get me
No.
wrong, but like going in and sitting down
It
is
is
nice,
also
you
very
know?
nice.
We got Thai food not too long ago.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking about that too.
Fuck,
That's good. I
goddamn.
need to go to fucking China King
We gotta go to get
Emperor Buffet.
that too, but
I went
to
there
get-
for the first time.
oh, you did first. We gotta get poke bowls again.
Oh yeah, that's
Fuck
pretty
yeah.
fresh. They got good boba there.
I bet they do. But how is the Emperor's buffet? Did you eat all the pizza and the mac and cheese and none of the
No, I
Asian stuff?
tried a little bit of everything.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
I
a
can
little-
see that.
Yeah, well, I got my blanket to prove it.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I like when I go out buffet, if I ever have a plan to go out to a buffet, I fast, obviously. So in the mornings, if I'm ever going to a buffet, I make sure to eat very light. So when I go to that buffet, I eat.
you're ravenous.
I eat everything. They had orange
Exactly.
chicken, everything.
Fuck
The orange
yeah.
chicken wasn't that great. It was too
Yeah.
sweet and it wasn't
Yeah.
crispy enough, but it's okay. I mean, they had some good fried rice. They had
Of
good
course.
fried rice. They didn't have pizza when we went there, but they had like egg rolls. They had sushi the day when we went there. They had like the rolls. They
Alright.
were not too bad actually. I was
Alright.
surprised.
I'm not sure how many of those I ate. Probably like 3 max.
They weren't too bad. The only problem is they were just really small. Yeah, but they
I
weren't
see.
bad. They had the mayo and stuff on it too.
Hey,
The spicy
the
mayo.
spicy. Okay, yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
good.
Gotcha.
So, but they had it on ice too, so that was like kind of
Yeah,
cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, trust me, it's
Still open in the.
yeah. Well, you could say that about fucking anything.
Exactly,
Somebody
you
could
know.
spit in the fucking
Exactly.
gumbo,
So
you know?
you're at a fucking buffet. What do you expect?
Yeah,
Exactly.
hair falls in there. But either way, like I go stock up and eat, and it was okay for the price. It was pretty good. I only
Oh,
spent
yeah.
like maybe like 16 or 20 some bucks, and
Yeah,
I
not
ate like
bad.
fucking 12 plates of food. I was like, all
I haven't
right,
been to a buffet in a while. This makes me want to go to one. Fucking
that's why I
Sizzler.
went.
Oh,
That's why I went.
damn,
Well,
dude.
Sizzler's not really a buffet.
Yeah, there's a
but
buffet in it. It's not as big, but there's a little buffet. It's a salad. That's what it's the salad bar.
yeah, the
And
salad.
it has like fucking pasta and spaghetti and shit in it. Yeah, it's a salad. There's a salad bar there as well.
Do you go there every time you go there? Because I only
No.
order food and then sit down and get my food, and that's it. Because I think you have to pay for that shit, don't you?
Yeah, you would, but if you order just a salad bar, I think it's also like the same price as just, or maybe a little less. I don't know, but it's
I
like
don't
it's similar.
fucking
It's similar in price to just getting a plate.
Scissors, all right.
But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure, I think we've talked about this before, maybe not on camera, maybe when we were smoking or some shit, but if you go to Slizzler and just order a plate, order a meal and go sit down, you can probably just go up and just go to the salad bar. No one's going to fucking say anything.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I go up to get ice cream and shit after
Yeah.
I eat my
So,
meal.
next, if I ever go to Sizzler again, which I probably will, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to, order a meal and just be like, yeah, I'm going to talk.
The bread they
eat,
give-
eat like half of your meal first, and then so no one's looking if they fucking are, which they're not, and then go. And if they stop you, be
I
like,
never risk it.
yeah. If they stop you, be like, do you really care at this much? Well, how much are you getting? Ask them, how much are you getting paid? That's what I would do. I'd be like, how much are you getting paid? And then they will say something
to-
below 17 an hour. And I'll say, do you really care? And then depending on the answer they'll give me, I'll either go back to my seat.
You don't have the balls to do any of this.
You know what? I might. In my older age, I'm getting more.
Maybe.
I'm getting.
I
I'm
should
get-
record you doing that.
just, yeah, an excuse to go to Sizzler. So why not?
Fuck it, yeah. Dude, that cheese bread they give you as an appetizer, it's
I don't
fucking
even
good.
know, but it sounds fucking great.
It's nice.
But speaking of inexpensive things, let's talk about expensive things, right?
We were talking about diamonds earlier, so I think it's earlier. So that's pretty
So let's
expensive.
go back to talking about expensive things. Let's talk about the what the fuck is the official name
Oh
of this
no.
device that's released, the Apple Vision Pro.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I don't.
Yeah.
That's like the VR thing, right? Or what
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
a VR headset. Apparently you can see through it and it'll like project apparently like multiple screens. You can work within it and have a bigger workspace in it,
Oh.
And also apparently you can conversate with people through it because when you conversate, you'll be able to see them through the screen, But then they'll also the screen will adapt to show your eyes through it, but it's not really your eyes. It's just a photo imaging of your eyes that the screen is recreating. So if someone has it on, you're not really looking at their eyes. You're looking at a screen that's a representation of it. So
Well, I mean that's fair. I mean that'd be fucking insane if they could
yeah.
have it perfect at this point. You know.
Yeah, but also it might be look a little weird, like AI has done some fucking for certain things like video calls. People have used AI to like recreate a person's face to project it on the screen, for whatever reason. It never looks. It's always like an uncanny valley effect where it's just a bit creepy.
Mm.
But besides all that,
Creepy? Do you mean like it's creepy that the technology can do this, or creepy
just
like
like
they
it doesn't
don't
look
look
right. It
good?
doesn't look, and it's
Well,
trying to be
yeah.
them and they're talking. It's like moving. And it's like I don't feel. I'd rather just call you on the phone or just see you in person. I don't want to like see your projected AI. Do like, yes, hello. Like,
Look,
do you want to go to brunch?
it's weird. I get it, but like just the fact, just the Jesus, just the thought that like
Just the
we're
Jesus.
trying to like get into like that idea and work it out. I think it's cool. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be perfect for a while still because that's kind of technology is hard. But think about it. Like the idea is interesting and it's cool. Now, does it pose a little bit? Obviously, some people might have this idea of like being scared that they could take over some sort of shit, but that's not. I don't necessarily think I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, even if it doesn't look great right now. I think at some point it could, you know?
Well, that's besides the point. What do you think about the price on the
I don't
Apple
know how much
Vision
does it
Pro?
cost. Was it 4 grand?
So let's see. How do you know how much like a let's say PSVR or a Vive? Do you know how much those cost?
This is I just think this is really funny. Like I go into this thought depth about it, and I completely forget about the price. Yeah, I didn't even ask like how much is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's a big factor
Yeah.
too.
How much does a Vive or how much does an Oculus Rift cost? The most modern one, the most recent one.
Like
How much?
$600, I
Really?
think.
$600? All right, cool.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was a
Let,
thousand
let me let me look
bucks.
up let me look up Oculus Rift. Let me go on Google right now.
I think it
Shopping
was like
Oculus
six
Rift.
hundred bucks. I don't remember it being like $1,000 or
Let's see.
something.
Let me just Google Oculus Rift. I'm gonna go to shopping. Okay, yeah. So that's like used Oculus fucking Quest Amazon
Brand new.
300 used fucking there's probably a website for it.
Just click brand new. Brand new.
Yeah.
Or not click.
New Oculus Rift. Okay, well this one's like 600. Yeah. There's the MetaQuest Pro for 1,000. That's like probably
Whoa.
super high end. MetaQuest 2.
That just sounds cool. MetaQuest.
Let's look at PSVR. That's probably like fucking Facebook shit. PSVR new. So it's like $600, right? PSVR new.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
also
yeah.
$600,
For the
PSVR.
PSVR?
PSVR 2 core video game hardware and accessories, $549.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. The
Apple.
Apple Vision Pro, you said $4,000.
Is it
You were
4,000?
close. It was $3,500.
Yeah, only rich people can buy that shit.
During the presentation, you can hear an audible groan when they show the price. You can hear everyone go, "Oh," and it's debatable whether it's an "oh" or an "oh." I
That's
think it's the latter.
Oh yeah, especially yeah. Fuck everything I said
Because
before.
who is buying who if you're buying an Oculus or a VR headset and you have the $600 for it, fine, whatever. Even so, I think you're going to think twice about buying a headset for the price of the highest NPC you could probably get at the moment.
I would just get a Mega Quest for fucking video games at that point. Why the fuck? Who? Well, obviously, who only people who are well off and can afford to do this. Probably some YouTubers are probably going to
Or
try it
fucking
out.
CEOs or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they're like, I need for my high visual work, and they're making fucking $1,000 a fucking month anyways.
that's so weird. Not a month, probably a week.
Yeah, just fucking 7-figure a year contracts.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Oh, yeah. Then no, yeah. Who gives a shit if it's at that price? That's way too fucking much.
It's way too fucking expensive. And I had another thing I just thought of right now, but I completely forgot it.
It's
So
fair enough.
that's how
It's the weed.
that's how fast thoughts go. It certainly fucking is. Let's see, we're talking about the fucking headset. It's super fucking expensive. Oh yes. There was a couple of video game companies, Sony, Microsoft. I think they did some showcases recently in the past couple weeks, right?
All
They
right.
did. So Sony revealed a one of their new products that goes along with the PlayStation 5. Uh, it's it's how a controller is.
Yeah, controller.
Yeah, and the Switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're
Oh,
making a
you.
PS5
Oh. Oh, yeah,
Switch.
yeah, yeah. I saw
It's a
that.
screen that's connected with two halves of PS5 controller, and it's like $100 or some shit. And boy, oh boy, does that seem like the most fucking worthless piece of shit to ever exist.
But did you know like the only way you could play it is connected to Wi-Fi?
Yes, you
You
have to be
can't even.
within range of your
It's
PlayStation
so
5.
ridiculous. Who the fuck would buy that?
So if you want to pay $600 to play Demon Souls while taking a shit before going back to playing it on your television, in that 20, if you want to spend the extra 20 minutes playing Demon Souls, spend the $600 or no, spend the $100 or so to buy it.
Is it like? But I was gonna say like, well, you could say that about anybody, like the Steam Deck. But the Steam Deck is
The Steam
portable,
Deck
right?
apparently works
Yeah,
and is portable.
yeah.
So
So that's better too, because that's like PC games,
yeah.
more options. But like,
And this has a controller on it as well. And it's
yeah,
all integrated. So that thing's going
that's
to fucking
garbage.
break. Of course, you have to pay another $100 for just a
Well, they
fucking
were
fix
just looking
that.
at that accessory that that you could buy for your phone for mobile gaming, like the one that folds out and you can connect it to the sides
Exactly.
too. It's just a like it's just a popular thing right now, portable like that look because of the Switch, you
They'll, they'll,
know.
they'll sell 5,000 units and then have a major deficit because they thought to create it.
Yeah, pretty
That's my
much.
prediction.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
I ain't no meteorologist, but
yeah, it's god awful. I don't get it either, man. But some idiots out there are gonna be like, "Oh, that's cool."
hey, someone at Sony got a big paycheck and then they're not going to be looking too good in 6 months, I'd imagine, or whenever the fuck it
The
comes out.
Spider Verse movie makes up for it. It's all right.
Or the game that's coming out, Spider-Man 2. I haven't played the first one or Miles Morales, but apparently they're both great games. So
I've only played the Miles Morales.
and that's fantastic. So
It's so good. I love that game. I
fuck
saw
yeah.
Jacksepticeye play it. I'm like, I gotta play this, and it was free on the PlayStation thing that I pay for.
Yeah,
So I was like, I'm gonna download it.
I don't think I have it. But yeah, you have the better version than I do.
So good.
But yeah, and then
So
apparently in this
good.
new one you're gonna play as both Peter and Miles. You just switch back and forth.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm excited
it's
for
gonna be
it,
a
but I
very,
think it's
very
only for
interesting game.
PS5, right? I don't think it'll be on
Probably, I'd
PS4.
imagine.
Yeah. Unless if they did it like with Hogwarts Legacy, like a couple months afterwards, then you could play on PS4. But who knows?
Who knows? How long the PS5's been out for a few years now, so I think now we're kind of phasing into the point where it's like, all right, now we're
Yeah.
only releasing because like the Metal Gear games that are coming out, the remakes of the ports of 1, 2, and 3, then the remake of 3. I think that's only a PS5 exclusive. So I think we're getting
Yeah.
out of the point where it's like, all right, now we're just focusing on this hardware to make the most of it and not have to have our team or whatever to have them work on a fucking port of it to deal with these lower specs and optimal fucking
Yeah.
operating of the PS4 hardware, which isn't bad, but it's not as the PS5, So
Right.
gotta have different optimization teams on that and shit.
That's why when I buy games from PS4 now, I buy ones for like PS4, like you could get it to PS5 upgraded
Yeah, the
too.
bundle.
I get
That's
all
whatever.
those. I get
Yeah,
all those ones. I'm like, perfect.
that's
Because
what
I'm
I
gonna
got.
get a PS5 at some point.
Oh
obviously.
yeah, that's what I got with Like a Dragon. I got bought the fucking PS4, PS5 bundle because it's just the same price as the fucking game. So
We gotta get a PS5 already, Nick. What are we doing?
I'll do it on my birthday.
Do it.
Yeah,
That way
I
I
will.
could get you Elden Ring finally.
Maybe when I get a job, I started kind of looking through Indeed and shit, applying to some places that seem interesting. So
Hmm.
see what happens.
All right. Well, hopefully, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I applied to be a mortician's apprentice. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but that would be sick as fuck, right? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Damn.
Yeah, I
That's
saw it and I
crazy.
was like, I gotta apply for this right fucking now.
That's a crazy job.
Yeah,
Jesus.
right? Wouldn't that be sick though?
I don't want to. Oh, well, I get queasy around, but
Yeah, it'd be a very interesting experience. That's for fuck sure.
I mean, I've been to open casket funerals before, so I've seen like a dead person dolled up with makeup, but not like
Yeah.
them pale and stuff.
Yeah, working with bodies,
That's
fucking
crazy. And even then, that's just weird. Like seeing somebody who's just not moving in a box. That's all. That's
Yep.
so weird. That fucked me up as a kid seeing that because I vividly remember the people that I would see in there. They were dead. Two distinct ones: an older man and then an older woman. Just seeing them in there, just open, just not moving. Just I was like, oh, and
Yeah,
everyone's
that's
just like
weird feeling.
crying. I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Why? What? I felt weird. I felt weird.
I bet. Yeah, you didn't know who it was. It was like friends of the family or some shit,
No,
or
my
relatives,
parents
or
were just like, "We're going here today." I'm like, "All
yeah.
right."
So yeah, friends and family or some more distant relatives or some shit. Yeah, just yeah. I've never been to funerals, so I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah, I bet.
I would hate just being dragged around everywhere by my parents until we got to that point where we could stay home because
Yeah, when
God,
you're like 10 or some
it's
shit.
just annoying. I remember going out to like see my dad's friends and stuff, and there's just fucking nothing to do.
You're just
So
hanging
we're just like
around for
fucking
like
around
2
in the backyard.
hours. Yeah.
No, for like fucking 9 hours.
Oh
We
yeah,
would
just
go for
all
fucking
fucking
yeah, all
evening night
fucking
into like
day. You
11 at
go there at
night.
like we leave at like 10, get there like 10:40, and then stay there till like 7 p.m. You're
Yeah,
just
have
like
some lunch, dinner
fuck.
later, and it's like, well, what fucking, you know.
No, it's just even worse in Mexican families because you ask them like, "Hey, are we gonna go soon?" You're like, "Yeah, yeah, we'll go soon." Like 4 hours later,
Yeah,
you're like, "All
because
right,
they
time to
talk on
go."
some new shit. Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying. I fucking
Ugh.
why? I mean I get it, friends and stuff, but Jesus, for 12 hours, the fuck are we doing here? You can only beat off so much in the bathroom, mom. I'm like, come
Damn,
on.
did you do that just to kill time?
Sometimes, dude. I what am I supposed to do? I mean, very rarely.
Just in
Sometimes.
these strange people's bathroom, just
Well, I mean,
bust
we
a
would
quick
go over
one.
multiple times, so
Oh,
eventually they
okay.
would know us, and they saw us when we were babies, apparently, and
Okay.
yeah. So it's just one of those fucking
It's
things.
like, oh, I knew you when you were in diapers.
But I'm
Yeah,
just
you can go
glad
bust
one
in
of
my
them moved
bathroom.
back to Mexico. I'm just glad that
Moved back.
yeah, moved back. Well, yeah, tell Ice about it. But no, they one of them moved back, and then one of them we don't talk to anymore because he got into a fight with those other guys.
Why? Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, it was some dumb shit. Like my godfather, whom we don't really talk to anymore. He said some shit about one of the sisters in that family of friends that my dad had because she was like getting old and stuff. And she just made a joke one day when they were, I guess, drinking or something. He's like, or something. He made a joke about like, you're really old now at this point. Are you? I don't think you're gonna get married, right? And that pretty much offended her a
Yeah.
lot. And then she went to say something about his wife because his wife had been in Mexico for years, but like, he was here by himself, but his wife was in Mexico for a long time. And she said, "Yeah, I bet your horrible wife ain't fucking around with somebody else back there when you're not there, right?" And then it's just a bad fucking
Great.
yeah.
It's a great comeback. I'm old. Yeah, well, your wife's a fucking whore. It's like, damn, clap back, bitch. Ooh,
And
you
it
don't want the
was,
seat.
and it just did not, sit well for anybody. So yeah,
Ah,
so I'm
man.
glad we don't talk to them. And then one, unfortunately, that was very close. My brother's godmother passed away some time ago, and then my godmother he kicked the bucket like a few months back. Finally,
Finally.
dude, trust me. There was a certain point. This is with any old person you get. She was 94. I would for the past 10 years when I go to her house, she's like, Caesar, I just can't wait for the day that I die. 'Cause she was just in so much pain. She would always
Yep.
talk about it. She's like, don't get old. I'm like, well.
Well, she should have gone to Oregon, got a fucking assisted suicide.
No, dude, she wanted to go out naturally. That's
Yeah.
besides. She didn't want to kill
Yeah,
herself, but like she was just in a
exactly.
lot of pain.
I feel
So
that,
she
yeah.
for 10 years, dude. I remember every time I go, her just talking about how like she don't get old. I just want to die. I'm like, wow. So you can tell why I'm a little bit the way I am. A little bit, just being around these kind of people.
Just
I'm like,
straight up, I want to fucking leave this mortal coil behind.
dude, she grew up during the fucking great fucking well, when was the Great
The
Depression?
depression, like the 20s.
1920. Yeah, she grew
Yeah.
up during the Great
Yeah.
Depression. She was born in fucking 1917.
All right, she was coming out towards the end of it ish. Yeah.
I was asking her like one time when she was sick in the hospital, just out of curiosity, get some stuff out of her, like what was it like growing up during that time? She said, well, she said it was really scary. And
Yeah.
she said it was just times when we would wake up and every week my mom would put us in a wagon and then she would pull us to the mission, the church,
Yeah.
and then everybody would get like a bag of beans, some
Yeah,
rice,
to
and some
ration
other.
it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she's like, that's just how it was for a very long time. So I could see why she was the way she was. I can't imagine fucking her parents and shit. So if she was the way that she was, I can't imagine what the fuck her parents were like.
I think about old people's crazy because like you watch movies like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is about like people in an asylum, and not even all of them are old, but like even if you were later on the main character, or no, later on the character in the movie The Green Mile, the character's in an old retirement home, but even then you see people in a retirement home, which is a better example, and it's like some of them are just like sitting, just like fucking, just hanging out, just
Nothing.
playing cards or poker, just walking and fucking.
Bingo.
Some of them are like gone. They have like Alzheimer's or something, and then they're just like muttering, looking out the window, like,
yeah.
Johnny was supposed to go back today.
Yeah, that's scary for me because I talk like that sometimes. It slips a little bit. I talk to myself outside when there's nothing else going on. I'm just frustrated. and I don't want to talk to anyone, but I need to get it
Well,
out.
that's different because that's talking to yourself. These people are just—they're not
Well, I know
talking to
I
themselves. They're
know,
just delusional and just
right,
dripping out
right, of
thoughts
course.
that are just a stem of nothing
I
consciousness.
can't relate to it. I should have said that a little bit better, but I can kind of understand if I was like that all the time, but like up a notch, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or if you were that age and you were like to talking to yourself extent where you're like crazy schizophrenic, where you do hear voice and you are having conversation with yourself, and then they have to fucking restrain you or put you in separate places. It's just
it's
like
crazy.
you hope if I ever get to that point that I am so far gone that I can't truly comprehend existence, because I feel like that would just make it all the more painful.
Yeah, we would hope to nothing ever happen like
True.
that, but you don't know what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
You just go.
Exactly. But to my original point, it's just sad. Just yeah, just seeing them there, just like fuck, they just have like nothing, and
No
they're just
friends,
not
no family come to see them.
There's just like there's just nothing there. Just day after day after day. Do you think it's just like their mind just dulls into a state of static where they can like sort of like just put themselves in a coma so they can just like ugh, crazy.
Yeah, it's very scary. Hopefully, if when God willing, if we get to that point, like if we live past 70, but we did. I just wonder how things would be like at the time, because it's crazy to think about, like, because I'm 24, you're 23, right? Yeah, because we've
Yeah.
only been on this earth for not too long, and we've seen
Yep.
a lot of stuff crazy
A
already
blink of an
happen.
eye in the
But
in the
I
terms of existence.
exactly, and it's like already here at this point. Here we are talking, and then I could remember yesterday everything, but before prior. But that's besides the point. I'm getting off topic. But the thing is just weird how we are going to be like as people, and how, like, if our family lives and all the people who are close to us now, how that changes. It's weird. It's crazy. But I think that's just getting old.
Yep. Just changes and
But I want to be
shit
the
happening.
cool old guy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be
Yeah.
the cool fucking like hipster old guy. Like.
Hey, walking around with fucking sunglasses and shit. Hey, have a cigar. How's it going,
I just
kids?
want to be. I just want to be funny. Just
True.
cool.
I think that's easy to do if you get to it's just about being self aware. Because a lot of fucking older people nowadays they're just not self aware of the type of society and times we're living in, the type of people that are being born, and like us that are coming into the world of adulthood and existence that are being noticed by them. They're just more used to their older ways and not as antiquated, but like how shit was in like the fucking 80s and 70s and shit, and they just don't
Right.
can adapt as much. Where some older people can, they're just like, yep, just going along the times day by day. It's like, oh, people are doing this now, so fucking yeah, let's fucking they're
Let's
more
go.
about it and more receptive to it and able to reciprocate that same type of energy and not be as held in their ideals
It's
or just
crazy.
ways of perception.
I really need to pee. Like, I can't hold it
Do
anymore.
it. We'll take a
How
minor
long is
break.
this? How
It
long
says
is this
yeah, I'm
going?
going. It says 53 minutes. All right, we can. Yeah, you can take a little piss break and then we can do some music recommendations. All right, keep 'em busy. All right. Well, I'll let you folks know. This episode, the sweet episode 44 of the Vibin podcast, is brought to you by our sweet sponsors over at the HGTV network. We know that you, as a hardworking American citizen, you will never be able to afford one of these $500,000 homes in the Hamptons or in fucking Maine on the waterfront property. They say it's achievable. It's like, oh, it's not as much as you might think. It's as much as you might think. These television shows, they make it seem like it's it's more accessible than it is. It's not. But HGTV, which is the sponsor, which I said, is showing you the truth. It's not. I don't know where the sponsorship's going. Point is, um, if you want to invest in property, build a time machine and do it 50 years ago when it was much more viable, and then you might have a chance. You probably have a pretty decent chance of establishing yourself as something in this current age as a real estate mogul and or tycoon. Now, if you want to get into the monopolies business, well, you're gonna have to go back even further. Go to the Koch brothers. Hey, give them some of this. This is the cocaine we got in the 2000s. It's not as good because back then they're using pure ether. It's much better cocaine they can get in the fucking 60s and 70s. The shit we got today is fucking awful, filled with fentanyl. But they're not gonna fucking know that. They're stupid. They're from the 50s. They think smoking's good still. These stupid idiots. Anyway, Caesar's coming back, and we're going to do some music recommendations. We'll see if I cut any, all, or most of that.
I was about to say, I was be like, what game I love playing when I take a pee? I love going when there's some shit on the side of the toilet and you try to like knock it down when you take a
Exactly.
piss.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
it's a fun little game for yourself. Some bars they'll put a stickers of flies in the toilet, so it's like if people are drunk, like oh, it gives them a little game to play. It's like I'm gonna hit the fly.
That's funny.
Very funny. But you know what else is funny is music.
Yeah,
And
it's
some
pretty funny.
music, some people make funny music, and the music is funny because it's bad, or because it's intentionally funny. This guy makes some incredibly funny music, and also some very poignant music, some great music. It's the one, the only, I've mentioned him before multiple times, Frank Zappa. Ladies and gentlemen,
Woo!
he's a fantastic man, fantastic musical artist. I looked at his Spotify discography recently. There's a lot of things. He's got a lot of albums. A lot of shit. But
Yep.
I scrolled through one and I saw, oh, I know the name of this album. I've heard about it before. I might as well listen to it. I looked at it. It's only half an hour long. It's 4 fucking
What
songs.
album?
It is the Frank Zappa album. The Frank Zappa album. The Frank Zappa
Habba habba dabba.
the Frank Zappa album
Hey.
Waka Jawaka. It is
Waka Jawaka.
yeah, I'll play one of the songs from it later for you. The first song on the album. The first song on the album is like 17 minutes or something.
Nice. Perfect.
And the next album after that one, I forget what it is, but it was 2 albums that came close together to each other. They're both like half an hour. Both of them, the first and last song are both over 10 minutes, and the 2 middle ones are like three and a half,
Nice.
more lyrical. But yeah, it's a great album, very short. It gives you a good look into Frank Zappa's style. It's like I said, only 3 songs, half an hour, but it gives you a really good look at his style as a creator. The first song, it's a lot of all instrumentals, no lyrics. But it goes through all his motions. It goes through like the startup, the fucking insanity where shit sounds like it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it does in the craziest way because he was that amazing of a fucking music composer that this crazy shit that you're hearing in the way you're like, yeah, that makes sense though. Right? You listen to some Frank Zappa crazy shit. I'll probably
Yeah.
later ask the same question, but like it's nonsense fucking all over horns and percussion, but it does make sense, right? It does follow a pattern in a way, and it does coincide. It does musically make sense. It fits. If it was a math equation, it would equal out to a product that would make sense.
Yes, composition wise, Frank. I was gonna say Frank Mercury. Like, wait a minute, no, Frank Zappa. Composition wise, is genius because yes, even though there's a lot of different things going on, it's the
All
fact
over the
that
place.
he understands the structure of music. He understands the theory
The
behind
theory,
it,
yes, music
and he
theory.
understands how he can play with it and break the norm and not keep it like
Exactly.
simple and straight. Because
'Cause
he does a lot of interesting things with time signatures.
Mhm.
So that's one of his things that he likes doing to bounce around between a lot of stuff.
And that's what you can do when you become a master in your creative art craft. You figure out the rules and you break them, and he breaks them in all the right ways. Because then no matter, it'll be like 5 minutes straight of this incomprehensible shit, and you're listening to it, and it's like it passes you by, but it's still like I'm saying in a way that makes sense. And it's going, and then it'll just go right back into the beat, and then just keep going with the lyrics, and it's like, yep, we're back in it, and it all made sense the whole way in the weirdest possible way.
It's so good. I gotta listen to Apostrophe. I love that album. That's one of my favorites.
So they're all fucking fantastic. It
Love
is
Apostrophe.
it is a great album.
I
Speaking of
like
great
his
albums.
live shit too. Like if you
Oh
ever
yeah,
listen to some of his live stuff, it's so good.
because a lot of those long beats in there, I'm sure that are on the recorded version, it's probably more improvised and more free form in
So
those
good.
points as well. And also his lyrics will probably do it in a certain different tenor or different order and pacing of it. And more,
I wish he was
make it more
still alive.
Yeah, that fucking dirty bitch cancer of the
Prostate
ass.
cancer.
Yep,
Yeah.
terrible.
Same thing. Got him. It got George Harrison.
Yep.
It got
suck. And not even I think he smoked a fuck ton of cigarettes too. Not even lung cancer, just prostate cancer.
well, yeah, but it all depends on the immune system and
And
stuff
just your
too.
DNA, just
That's
what
why
you're
we take care of
predisposed to.
ourselves,
Yeah,
dude.
but I think cancer is mostly like, even if you do take care of yourself, it's like
Could be hereditary. Yes,
it's
could be a
it's
lot of
something in
things.
your DNA that just you're just fucked.
But here's the thing, and hear me out. I forgot where I was going.
Yeah, but if you do take care of yourself,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
you
that's
can
right.
mitigate it a bit. You can live a healthier lifestyle
You-
and not suffer as much.
That's why I try to do it every day. I take vitamins and stuff. Like,
Gotta stretch every morning, bitch.
hey man,
You say you stretch at work, you're not really.
yeah. No, we do. We're doing a lot of overhand stuff for a bit. We do the cross. We do touch toes. We're doing like lunges. We're doing other things like
Even so, in the morning when you wake up, just wake up out of bed.
Oh yeah,
do
and
some stretch.
well, I
do
stretch
all
in
the
bed, and then
things.
when I get out of bed too,
Well,
I
that's
touch my
the-
toes. Yeah,
right. You
touch
gotta,
my toe. Well, when I'm in bed and I do that, I turn my pelvis and stuff all the way to the right, and then turn my top all the way to the left.
Okay, you
Yeah.
should do one of those kind of.
Yeah, and then I do it to both sides. I do
All
that
right.
all the time.
All right.
Yeah, I always do that. I'm like, I gotta get a stretch real quick. That's how I feel like I get a real good stretch in my back when I do that. And then, of course, when I'm standing up, I touch my toes and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But
I'm trying to every day get a good fucking hands up, then touch the toes, and fucking arms fucking stretch them across, do circles, then fucking sit on the ground, do
But
fucking
get on
legs out.
supplements, Nick. AG1. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna.
start taking that testosterone.
No, no,
Start
no.
getting those T injections.
Dude, it's
It's
good.
not bad if you do just a little bit.
Telling you, I'm gonna give you the travel packs I have so you can try it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 in there. Just have it every day in the fucking cold glass of water. That's all you need. Mix it.
I'll start on Monday, and I'll let you know on the next week how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, how my brain activity's doing.
Dude, honestly, it helped me like sleep a lot. It helps me sleep a lot better.
All
Because
right.
before I would just be up and awake, because I can't turn my brain off, have all these fucking things going on. And then lately, it's been helping me a lot because I'm like that for only like 3 minutes. I'm thinking about stuff, and then like I calm myself down a bit. I'm like, all right. I'm like, just breathe a little more, try to do a little bit different things. And then I just don't even realize it, but I wake up and I'm like, whoa. And it's the first thing I have in the morning is all the vitamins and supplements I have. So that's the first thing my body gets. And then I eat breakfast.
Nice. It's so interesting listening to how other people fall asleep because everyone has their own sleeping methods and how they
It's
get to
hard.
sleep the best. Yeah, like I have to listen to this shit. I'll put it on YouTube or fucking just something. Even
You
if I
like
don't watch
background
it,
noise.
just something to listen to so I can kind of listen to it as well as while I fade out. It's just
Yeah.
because it's here and then it's just like over time because I'm.
I do that for naps.
Yeah, I can't take naps in general.
I need naps sometimes.
I feel sometimes if I'm super tired, I can do what you do and just kind of lay down or nap or just lay down without anything and just kind of just close my eyes, just pass out and sleep eventually. But most of the time, it's got to have some sort of background shit happening.
Yeah.
But anyways, music.
Yeah,
Caesar, what is your
music.
recommendation for this
Always.
beautiful week? Oh
Always.
Christ!
It's the band Always. It's an
Oh,
indie band.
alrighty.
Oh, well, here's the name. The band is named Always.
Yeah.
But W in the name is 2 V's.
Okay, so all the ways.
Yeah, even though they're not German whatsoever,
All
but
right.
it's cool, dude. It's like surfer indie rock
Imposters.
shit, and the girl sings it. It's cool.
All right, nice, nice.
I don't remember what the album is called, but it's like I can't remember. I remember the picture. It's like a bunch of different faces all on the album.
All right, I should be able to find that.
That's
Easy
really cool.
peasy.
Yeah, dude, that album's fucking good. I love that album. Archie, Marry Me. That's a great song. Or Marry Me, Archie, whatever it was. I like that. That whole album's really good. It's not long. It's only like 7 songs or 8.
Oh, like
It's a great
45
band.
minutes
It's a
ish.
great band. Love it. Cool vibe music to chill to whenever you get high and stuff. But even if you're just out and about on a car drive, good thing, nice thing.
Very much so. I've had a song simultaneously stuck in my head for the past couple weeks. It's one of the songs I've listened to with Raymond when he plays it. And I can't fucking remember any of the lyrics to it. And I gotta next time we hang out, I gotta fucking make him play his music until it fucking happens so I can figure it out because it's a good song.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Vibin Podcast every week. We love bringing it to you. In six more weeks, we'll be at number 50. And I don't know what we'll do.
We'll do something special for that for sure.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll workshop something between now and then. But we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, make sure to like this video. Click that little like button. See all that confetti pop out? Do it right now. See? Do it with me right now. Look at that confetti. Oh, it's so beautiful, right? Nice. It's nice. Doesn't that make you feel good? Doesn't that give you more serotonin? It did for me. And you should also do the same with the little subscribe button. It's not as fun, but it's still a nice button to press.
It's red button. Who doesn't want to press a red button?
Everyone says never press a red button. This is the one you should always fucking press. Release your inhibitions and dare I say, smack that subscribe button.
Smack it, bitch.
Ring the bell or not. I don't personally give a fuck about the bell. I don't have the bell on any of the channels I watch because fuck you. I'll look at my subscriptions when I want to.
Not even this channel.
God, no.
No, I wouldn't want to watch this shit.
Yeah, ring that fucking bell if you want to. But I'm also leave some comments if you want to talk with your fellow degenerates and follow the other things in the description. All the links, they're all there. Watch them.
Yeah.
Watch these other things that are coming up right now over both of our faces right now.
Wow.
Or probably shortly in a little bit because the outro lasts a
spinning.
minute. Oh, there's something spinning there. Oh, it's
The newest series.
Oh yeah, I'll put the thumbnail there because the thumbnail there because it'll be up by now. Yeah, watch SpongeBob. That's gonna be one of the. No, it'll be Fallout and something else, but I'll put a SpongeBob short because there'll be a SpongeBob short out by now. I'll put a short and the Fallout episode.
Check it.
Do it.
All right. I'm really high. All right.